This show is brought to you by Manscaped. Use the code AFTV for 20% off your order and free shipping at manscaped.com.
Hi guys, welcome back to AFTV on the back of a 5-0 defeat here at the Etihad. I'm here with Pippa. You know, when it's a result like this, all I can ask is just like, give me your general thoughts, let it out. There's a lot to talk about. What's kind of at the front of your mind right now?
Embarrassment. That's at the forefront of my mind. Embarrassment. Before I start talking about the game, I've got to commend the fans, the Arsenal fans, that stood up for the whole 90 minutes and sang their hearts out, because I mentally clocked out after the fourth goal, sat down 70th minute, I was over it. Yeah, I like it, I like it, I like it. I don't like the football. I like the chant, I love it. And yes, Smith Rowe and Saka, Smith Rowe especially, working their absolute socks off. But every time Arsenal got the ball, the time it takes you to blink, City have pressed and taken it off you already. You can't even sniff the ball around them. I knew we weren't going to get a lot of the ball. I wasn't expecting a win today. But that performance was absolutely shocking. In that first half especially, every time Man City had an attack, they looked like they were going to score. The first two times they literally did. Obviously, we don't get to see the replays in the ground. I tried to watch it on social media. I'm hearing that Ferran Torres' goal shouldn't have stood because Cancelo was, I don't even know, someone slapped.
Something on Callum Chambers or something?
I haven't seen it. Sounds like an Arsenal thing anyway, but let's not even make excuses at this point. We're bottom of the league. We still haven't scored a goal. Do you know how embarrassing that is? Furthermore, my son and all his little teammates, they're all 9 years old. They all want to support Man City and the Chelseas. Can you blame them? I give my son that look, like, say, what are you doing? But I feel like I'm forcing him into a life of torture right now. Because for the 9 years that he's seen a couple of FA Cups. But he hasn't seen nothing. He's seen these other teams win the league, bringing in star players. We're seeing what's happening in the transfer window. Man United, City. Before I get into that, I thought, I was moving like Ty here, a bit optimistic, saying, we might be in a chance. Sun's shining. It's never sunny in Manchester. Thought, you know what, might have a bit of a chance here. All the stuff that's been going on with Man City in the news, the stuff I don't want to talk about, you heard the chance. The news that they could potentially sign Ronaldo and it's been taken away from them. All those little things I thought would be some type of distraction to maybe get us in the game. But there's absolutely nothing.
But you know what's crazy, Pippa? And you touched on it there. With all the transfer stuff, but we spent 130 mil, and I don't know where the team has come forward with that 130 mil. Like, what in there resembled even 10, 20 mils worth of improvement on last season?
It's the key word today is embarrassing. 129 mil, we're playing Kolasinac. Didn't he want to leave? We're playing Holding. No disrespect to these players, yeah? But it's not 129 mil. I'm not seeing that on the pitch. These other teams have hardly spent what we spent, and they've got quality on the pitch. That doesn't look like a 129 mil performance. Yes, I know Ben White's COVID and all these other things, but we haven't got the players. We can't even get the performance. We can't even keep the ball. I'm embarrassed. I feel deflated. Long drive back to London. Woke up super early to get here. Furthermore, talking about the other transfers, Ronaldo come back to the league, Lukaku back to Chelsea, all these other things. We're like the little kids that couldn't go into their big brother or sister's birthday party. There's big people's business happening inside. Do you know what I mean? We're there at the window looking in like, I want to have some of that. Yeah. But we can't. We're not eligible.
Yeah. And that's how far we've fallen. I look at the players we had, especially in that back three, Holding, Chambers and Kolasinac.
Sorry, let me just cut you off there. I don't like getting on players at all. I don't. But Chambers had an absolute shocker. Then he went down. I've seen the replay where he got slapped in the face. He was down on the floor. I thought he broke a ligament. He's clearly down because of embarrassment. It's embarrassing. He stayed down until it was time to check the decision. And then the game went back on and nothing happened.
Are you past the point of blaming players? Because I've got to the point where I've seen certain players for a long time. And you know what? Like, contrary to what people think, it's not nice slagging off our players. Like, it's not like we want to support them. You're right. I was there with a lot of Arsenal fans as well, applauding them for their efforts. Yeah. That's all I can give them, their efforts. Because ultimately the quality wasn't there. But it's the manager who, Pablo Mari's his signing. Tavares is his signing. Lokonga's his signing.
Tavares, although Aubameyang in midweek got man of the match for his hat-trick, Tavares was the player of that game. He was the man of the match for me. He had a solid performance. How are you not getting in the starting 11 today? You're part of that 129 million. How is he not? Yes, I know he's a backup for Kieran Tierney, but he can play on the other side. I'm sure he would have done a better job than Chambers. He could have come on at half time. We were 3-0 down. There was no going back at all. And there wasn't changes made. Yeah, we went down to 10 men. Xhaka, I haven't even spoke about that incident.
Yeah, we haven't even touched on Xhaka, but I'm past the point of it.
I was like, cool, midweek, new contract feeling, playing solid in the midfield, but it's West Brom's kids, like I say. Yeah. Come up against Man City. Not only did he kind of go missing in the midfield, he did, at parts he was okay. Odegaard was mainly controlling it in the middle Smith Rowe. But it's like, when I saw the initial tackle, I just thought it's like an agenda against Xhaka because of the history that he has. Referee's just gone straight red. But I've seen it back. 2-footed tackle, what are you doing? And I know he's covering for Chambers because Chambers, like I said, had a shocker. But the fact that he had to do that, it's ridiculous now. 3-match ban. For what? New contract. You just might as well throw it in the bin now. Do you know what I mean? I've given Xhaka a lot of slander recently. But I'm trying to get behind him because you're a player now for another how many years. I want to back you. But you are the player that's probably got the most red cards since you've been here. Yeah. And I've been told, I don't know how true this is, but I've been told that today is like the 10-year anniversary of that biggest defeat, 8-2 to we're back in Manchester. Yeah. It's 5-0, bro. 5-0. Obviously, I didn't think we were going to win, but I wasn't expecting an arse whooping like that. On Wednesday, I said to Robbie, we won 6-0 against West Brom. Better be lucky we don't lose 6-0 to City. So that's negative. Don't say that. It's not negative. It's the reality. It was only 1 goal off, and they could have got that in the last minute. Yeah. Leno made a good save in the last minute in added time, but
he saved us a few times, Leno.
The other saves, Edison was toying with us. Yeah. There was a point in the game where he was like, right, let me just see if you can intercept that. And Emile Smith Rowe did it. Go and score if you want to, because we can't. He was taking the piss out of us. Yeah. He even gave us opportunities to try nick a goal. We couldn't even do that.
Yeah, agreed. Let me end with this. There's 3 days of the transfer window left.
3 days of the transfer window left. How many days until Arteta's gone?
That's what I was going to ask. People aren't refocusing on that. They're not talking about incomings or anything like that. They're talking about the manager and what happens next. What do you think is more important, that we keep adding to this squad, spending money and giving it more quality, or that will a manager, a better manager, I don't know, a Potter, a Rodgers, a Conte, someone come in?
Potter's better than Arteta. Is this what we've become?
Look, Graham Potter's he's got much better CV, in my opinion.
I'm not trying to slag off anyone, but
what's the next step now for Arsenal? Where do we go from here?
I wish we had the answers. I don't have the answer. I just want to see points on the board. I want to see a goal scored.
And what's the more likely way to get that? Is it new players? Is it backing this manager further? Or is it getting in a new guy and a new regime and a new process?
I think, James, I don't know, man. My head's gone. I don't know. I can't keep going on and saying Arteta out. The board are going to back him regardless. He's going to be here after tonight. He's going to be here after the transfer window. They want to trust in his process. I was looking at the result, 4 goals, 4-0. I was thinking, right, is that how many years we are behind City? Maybe 4 years. Maybe that's how long they're going to give him. Who knows? Yeah. Maybe it's 4 days, maybe it's 4 years. Who knows, James? I could stand here and say, Arteta needs to go. But what does that mean? He's not going anywhere.